Hey everybody, Richard Blaine here. Thanks for stopping by my Easy Cooking channel tonight. On March 2nd, my channel was 1 year old, and I want to thank everybody who's ever come to my channel. I want to thank my subs, and I want to thank my contacts. I want to thank everybody who's ever come to my channel. I really appreciate the patronage, and I really appreciate the family-like environment. Foodie family, that's what it's all about. And this last week, I got visited by a guy I kind of consider in a family of sorts. His name is Pabs. Well, his real name is Lino, but we all call him Pabs. He's a Filipino friend of mine from California, and he visits me about once a year. We're involved in something called Kali Eskrima, so we're kind of like brothers in this martial art. And he comes to see me once a year. He comes to buy knives from me. We talk shop. We talk about guys we know in the business, seminars that have been going around, who's hot, who's not. And we apply a few techniques together because it's been a long time. Then he buys a bunch of knives and he goes back to Cali. But he comes in the shop this last week and he goes, "Yo, man," he goes, "I didn't know you were on YouTube." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, dude." He goes, "You never tell me." I said, "How do I have a chance to tell you? I see you only about once a year." He's like, "Call me." "Sorry, man. Sorry." So he goes, "You don't make any Filipino food, man." And I go, I haven't gotten to it yet, Lino." He goes, "You make Vietnamese food, you make Korean food, you make sushi, and you ain't made no Filipino food yet." He says, "You ain't doing right by us." I'm like, "Wait a minute, dude. Let's not get down to knuckles here." I said, okay, man, okay. I'll make some Filipino food this week, okay, man? You tune into my channel again next week. I will make you some chicken adobo, okay, man? It's about the only thing I know how to make that's Filipino. He's like, "All right, man. Chicken adobo it is. We're getting down to the escrimas, yo." I'm like, all right. So this week, guys, I'm making chicken adobo. It's going to be my first Filipino dish on this channel. I hope Lino is watching. It's going to be good. As usual with YouTube, 15 minutes. Let's get going. I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, guys. First things first. Got to start out by making the adobo sauce, or at least the base for it. So here we go. Here's some Filipino vinegar. Here's some lightly cracked pepper. A couple of bay leaves. Filipino soy sauce. You can get this stuff at the Asian market. You can use other styles, but I'm sticking strictly to traditional ingredients here. A little bit of water. I'm going to heat this up. I'm going to give it a quick stir. I'm going to bring it up to a boil. Then I'm going to turn it down to a simmer for about 15 minutes and start on the chicken. Okay, I've brought the adobo base liquid, the base of the sauce, to a boil, and now it's down to a simmer. And I need to cover it for about 15 minutes. But before I do that, I'm going to add some slivered ginger to it. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, and to that, I'm also going to add some garlic. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, there's going to be more in the recipe when it hits the pan, but I'm just putting a little bit of garlic in there to flavor it up. Okay, now to add a little extra flavor to the base, before I put the chicken in this pan, I'm going to brown up some garlic. Okay, and some cooking oil. Please do not use olive oil for this recipe. This is not an Italian recipe. On a medium heat, I'm going to cook up this garlic. For about 5 minutes, I'm going to brown it. And I'm going to add some slivered ginger to the pan as well. Now, if you notice, there was some caramelization at the bottom of the pan. And that caramelization is from some onions that I browned up that will be added to the sauce near the end. Okay, the garlic and the ginger is just browning, and now I'm going to lay down some chicken thighs and chicken legs that I brined 24 hours in a simple brine, and that brine will be on my blog. Okay, I'm going to put the chicken down, skin first. Okay, while the chicken is browning, oh, it's smelling good. I'm just going to add a little bit of paprika to my adobo. Okay. There we go. Not so much for flavor as it's going to be for color. The paprika being a throwback to the Spanish version of adobo. And I'm just going to let this brown. Okay, the chicken is browning nicely. You just want a nice light brown. Okay. And on top of that chicken, I'm going to add some caramelized onions that I made prior. That's why this pan was caramelized. Okay, you put that on top. And slowly, I'm going to add our stew base, our stock base. There we go. I love it when it does that. Okay. Slowly but surely. Get it all in there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to let this simmer for about 30 minutes on low, and then we are going to have some chicken adobo. Okay guys, it's going to take about 30 minutes, depending on the size of your pan, how much chicken. It's going to take about 30 minutes for that adobo chicken to finish cooking. So right now, I'm cooking some pearled rice, some sushi rice. Okay. Lino told me that you could use jasmine or regular white rice, but the texture is not quite right for adobo. He told me that using pearled rice has the right texture and sucks up the juices of the gravy really well. So get yourself some pearled rice and follow the instructions on the package. That's what I'm making here, some Botan pearled rice. I just had to take the cover off and let you see this stewing in action. It's beautiful. It's got a lovely color. The chicken's browned. I have it on the lowest simmer point you can use, so it should only bubble up slightly, because this is a very slow cooking dish. Because when it's all done, that meat's going to fall right off the bone. It smells wonderful in here. It smells of onion and garlic and ginger and the bay leaves. And I just wanted to give you a peek. I'm going to put the lid back on there, wait for the rice to finish, and then we're going to have some chicken adobo. Alright guys, there it is. Chicken adobo, my way. And I'm going to plate some up right now, and then we'll have a look. Okay guys, there it is. Chicken adobo. Lovely browned and braised chicken. Rice, garlic, ginger, pepper. The other spices I put in, salt, pepper. And these 6 little puppies over here, those are hard-boiled quail eggs that I boiled in water, peeled, and then I cooked in some of the gravy from the adobo, so you see how it took on the color of the gravy. And a couple of spring onions as a side garnish. I hope you make this recipe. I know you'll enjoy it. It's delicious. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Okay guys, there you have it. Chicken adobo. Chicken stew the Filipino way. It's delicious. I'm glad you stopped by. I hope you make this recipe. I know you'll really enjoy it. The instructions and ingredients for it will be on my blog, www.richardblains.easycooking.com. I hope you stop by, take a read, and try this recipe. Thanks again for stopping by. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.